Gina, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I finally have my fall haul, y'all. I've been wanting to say that since like April. It's finally the end of fall. In fact, it is December, so it's almost winter. But I have a haul for you, and it's a huge haul. Lots of author signings, lots of books not from author signings, and yeah. So it's going to be in two parts. The first part is going to be all of the author signed books, and part two will be all of the other books that I did not get at author signings because there's a lot. So since there's so many books, we're gonna jump right on into it. I'm probably not gonna give many descriptions about these because a lot of them, I don't know too much about it other than the author talked a lot about it and it sounded good, so I bought it. So the first book that we have here is Alton Brown's cookbook, Everyday Cook. This is very exciting because it is signed to me and my mom because he came on her birthday and we went and met him and it was fun, very quick. It was just a signing. There was like no talking or anything. We stood in line for like 2 hours before he was here, went in, got the book signed, got a picture, and left. So very quick signing. But Alton Brown's cookbook, we've already cooked a few things out of this. They are delicious. And as you can see, we have quite a few other recipes tabbed. Maybe make them soon, maybe not. Maybe I'll do a video making something. We'll see. The next set of books is all from the Fierce Reads tour, which was also super fun. Met up with Allie and a couple other St. Louis booktuber, Bookstagram people who are all awesome. It was so much fun. All of the authors were great. I went to get the 2 Leigh Bardugo books, ended up buying something from almost every author. I did not get Cami Garcia's book. It just didn't seem like something I would be interested in, but the way everyone else talked about their books was just fantastic. Marissa Meyer was also there. I did get Stars Above signed, but I didn't buy anything else because I already had all of the Luna Chronicles, and Heartless wasn't out yet. So I did get Stars Above signed. It's the only one that I got signed. I didn't bring all the rest of them just because I really didn't want all the rest of them signed. It's a thing. So the first thing that we have here is Last Seen Here by Caleb Roerig, I think is how you pronounce his name. And there's the signature. Caleb was hilarious, and basically he said that this is full of murder and thriller, so I thought I'd give it a shot. I have not read it yet. In fact, most of these I have not read yet. That's gonna be one of my goals for next year, is to read all the books that I got from these signings in October. The next one I have is This Adventure Ends by Emma Mills. The way she talked about this, oh, I forgot I got postcards. Kim gave 2 little postcards. And here's the signature. The way she talked about this one, she said like it kind of had a Teen Wolf vibe and like fan fiction-y, and it just sounded awesome, so I bought it. Ooh. So this is the first time I've taken the dust jacket off. It's really pretty under the dust jacket. Oh my goodness. It's all silver and swirly and stars. That's really pretty. Let's see how Caleb's is under the dust jacket. Alright. This is just plain black, simple. Also, it was really fun because whenever we were seeing them, like they were all lined up in one table, and then Caleb was at the end, and then it was Emma, and then it was Cami Garcia, then Marissa Meyer, then Leigh Bardugo at the very end. And of course, Marissa Meyer and Leigh Bardugo's lines were like huge. Everyone else's was kind of non-existent, so you got to go up to them very quickly. And Caleb and I ended up talking about family because his niece's name is Gina, and so we started talking about big Catholic families, so that was fun. Apparently I have a thing for talking about families with authors because I also talked about family with John Corey Whaley. Fun fact. And then of course I got Crooked Kingdom and 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo with the beautiful black and red pages, and it's awesome. And then they're just black and simple as well. There's that signature. And then both Marissa Meyer and Leigh Bardugo. Ooh, okay, so Leigh Bardugo, so Crooked Kingdom is a red cover. That's kind of cute. So both of them, Marissa Meyer and Leigh Bardugo, could only personalize one book per person. So kind of glad I only got Stars Above signed, because then she signed that personalized to me. I did, however, pick up Crest from my friend Brianna, and luckily one of the friends that I was with at the event wasn't getting anything signed by Marissa, so I had her to get Brianna's copy signed with Brianna's name. So that was pretty awesome. Thanks, Adrian, for doing that. The next book I have here is actually an event that I went to in September. I just put it down low, but that is A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir. I have already read this. It is fantastic. It is amazing. Not sure if I like it more than the first one. It does fall a little bit victim to second book syndrome, but I got it signed, and the event was also awesome. I did get the first one signed as well, but I had already bought that, so not hauling it. It was just such a fun event. Sabaa was very sweet and awesome. She had a Toothless shirt on, so we talked about Toothless for a while, because I've actually made a big paper mache Toothless. Good times. Next event that we went to was a 3-author event with Lauren Oliver, Zach Brewer, and Kendara Blake. Awesome event. The only thing that kind of sucked about it is that Lauren was sick, so she actually came in early to sign books, which was awesome. Can't believe she did that. Like, she was, poor thing, was super sick in a hoodie and like with tissues, the whole bit, but she was still super sweet and took time to talk to everybody and signed everything. So of course Replica is what she was touring with, and it's awesome. Not only is it, you know, like Replica, but she signed both sides and like personalized each side to like how your conversation was going, which is awesome. And if you see Replica in the stores anywhere, it only has the one side signed. So super great. Very excited that she actually came in early to sign and then left. Kind of wish she wasn't sick so that we could see her talking with the other two, but it was still awesome that she still came in. So Zach was there specifically for his new book, The Blood Between Us, which is about a pair of siblings that like go to boarding school and get separated and then have to like come back together and the whole bit. I don't know, it sounds really interesting. There's the signature. He was also really fun to talk to, and he's actually a St. Louis native, so that's pretty great. He's only doing 2 stops on this tour, or rather only did 2 stops with this tour, St. Louis because he lives here, and then he also went to Y'all Fest, so really excited that I got that. And the way that he talked about Cemetery Boys, I just had to pick it up. I wanted to read this in October, it didn't happen. And then Kendara Blake was there for her book 3 Dark Crowns, which I was not going to buy. I wasn't going to get any of her books, and then the way that she talked about this and the way that she described that her inspiration for this came from a bee colony made it sound pretty awesome, so I bought it. And the pages are deckled and purple ink. She had a purple and a blue pen with a little honeybee because the bee was her inspiration. So she had a purple and a blue pen, and she asked, she goes, do you feel like you're more of a poisoner or I don't even remember what the other one was, and I was like, definitely poisoner. She's like, poison is purple. They like the purple, which I'm really excited for because I was wanting her to use the purple. Ooh, under this dust jacket's really pretty too. I haven't seen this one yet either. Apparently I don't look at the dust jackets of the books at events as often as I thought I did. But since she was there, actually that day, one of my friends messaged me and was like, hey, I just read this book. I read it in like 24 hours. It's called Anna Dressed in Blood by Kendara Blake. It is fantastic. It is amazing. You need to read it. And I went to her signing. So I picked up both of them. It was the last copy of the second one, which by the time I got up to actually get it, I have started on this one, Anna Dressed in Blood. Again, another one I wanted to read in October, but didn't get around to. Next year, guys, next year. There's the second signature. So very fun, and I actually told her and kind of talked about it with her, saying how my friend actually just texted me that morning and was like, you need to read this. And very exciting times. Can't wait to read them. So the next event we went to was 2 authors, and specifically went for the one which was Our Chemical Hearts by Crystal Sutherland, because the sound's amazing, and like the description on Goodreads even says for fans of John Green and Rainbow Rowell, this is right up your alley. I came home, started reading it. Fantastic. This book is awesome, completely amazing. There's her signature. It is such a fun read. I have actually looked at the dust jacket, under the dust jacket for this one. The spine is just simple black. It's full of other fandom mentions and just a lot of references. That's the word I'm looking for. Full of references, and it's fantastic. As she mentioned, it is the anti-love story because it is about two teens who kind of sort of maybe fall in love. It is fantastic. I will definitely be reading this again. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe soon. Definitely gonna be reading this again because it's fantastic, so I definitely recommend it. So awesome. The other author was Jordan Sonnenblick, and he was touring for Falling Over Sideways, but I also picked up his first book, Drums, Girls, and Dangerous Pie. They both sounded really awesome and fun, and the way he talked about them just seemed interesting. I have started reading Drums, Girls, and Dangerous Pie. He draws like little tiny things with each of his books. And here's the naked hardback for this one. I have started that. I should be done with it by now, but you know how it goes. I start things and then I put them down and then I don't pick them back up for a while, but I am a little less than halfway through. It's a super easy read. Here's that one. So I'm planning on finishing this one by the end of the year. I should be able to do it. Like I said, super quick read. The last three books that I want to talk about, I actually only bought one of them at the event, but I bought the other two for the event, and that was Jay Asher's event. So I had actually never read 13 Reasons Why, so I bought it, I read it. I actually listened to this on audiobook, and it was amazing on audiobook because there's two narrators, one for both her tapes and also for our main character. It was fantastic. I loved it. His event was awesome. There's the signature for that one. And then the way he talked about it, actually not even, I looked at the description on Goodreads because he didn't really talk about this much, but The Future of Us, which he co-wrote with Carolyn Mackler, which was his second book, and it just sounded really fun about, again, I don't even, it's all about like social media and finding people on social media, and the Goodreads description sounded really good, so I bought it at the event. And the book that he was touring with, which I have not read yet because I've been waiting for kind of winter and Christmas, so hopefully this month, but What Light, which sounds fantastic, about this girl whose family owns a Christmas tree farm. And it just sounds really cute and fun. And I cannot wait to read it. It is definitely on my TBR for this month. They are giving out little tiny packets of hot chocolate with the book cover on it. Here it goes. I have not opened it because it has the book cover on it. So it's sitting on my bookshelf with my Me Before You tissues. And then they also had a limited number of tote bags. And if you asked a question, you got a tote, you know, until they ran out of totes, and then you just asked a question because you wanted to ask a question. And I got the very last tote bag. It is a Penguin Teen, We Are What We Read tote. This is my third Penguin Teen tote because I got the John Green one and the Sarah Dessen one from BookCon, and it has a 13 Reasons Why quote on it. It's the, no one knows for certain how much impact they have on the lives of other people, of other people. So love this tote. It's currently housing some yarn. And that is all I have for part one of this video. All of the author events that I went to, mostly in October, one in September, mostly in October. A lot of books in a very short amount of time, but great experiences. All of the authors are fantastic, and I cannot wait to read all of them. So stay tuned for part two of this, where I have even more signed books, but most of them are just, I bought them because I was buying them, and apparently my cat is attacking my mom. So I'm gonna figure out what all that is about. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. The next one is This Adventure Ends Here. Just This Adventure Ends by Emma Mills. Kinda wish she wasn't sick. Will you stop opening the present? Blah, 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 blah. I actually listen, always.